Welcome to Cosmic Confluence. I'm Yusuf. This is where we talk about what's going on beneath the surface in your body, in your patterns, in your relationships, and in the systems you're living inside. Today's guest is Suzanne Roberts. She's the founder of Unifying Solutions and a transformational speaker, facilitator, and author with over 4 decades of experience guiding leaders and organizations towards sustainable system change. She created Polarity System Design, a methodology designed to help individuals and teams reclaim inner capacity, lead with clarity, and build cultures rooted in purpose, equity, and lasting impact. I'm very excited to start this conversation. And with that, Susan, I welcome you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It is a pleasure. Susan, when people say that they have no energy, they usually mean physical fatigue, emotional fatigue, etc. etc. In your work, how do you define the kind of energy that renews itself?
Thank you for asking that question. Um I do it through I just wrote a book called It's Deeper Than That, and it's based on combining metaphysics and science together. And it says that our soul is a drop of the source of life for all of creation, or our soul is a drop of the eternal ocean of love. And all energy and matter moves between poles, right? Positive and negative poles, neutral gradient. So we say that our soul is operating through form to remember itself, and our soul is emanating through our cerebral spinal fluid. I believe that when we access stillness and can tap into this eternal resource of life energy that's given to us by our soul, and by the source of life for all of creation, then we have access to a self-renewing energy.
Wow. And can you tell us the difference between I need rest and I need to change something about how I'm living?
Well, I believe, and through my own experience, that resting is not something we do when we're tired.
Mm.
I believe resting is a state of stillness and neutrality and curiosity through stillness, that we're resting, having a resting state of being while we're taking action and while we're leading. So if we're trying to prove, or we're performing, or we're enduring, or we're just distant from our deepest self, then we're burning out, we're depleted, and we can be busy while we're resting.
Mm.
And I don't think people know how to regulate their nervous systems and have stillness and have rest
Mm.
as a way of being.
Wow. And a lot of people try to access renewal through a mindset, positive thinking, productivity hacks. But you are a master somatic coach. So you are coming through the body.
And the mind.
Yeah. And the
And the
mind.
mind, both. I mean, I'm really focused on soul consciousness, and then how it distills through the mind, and then how it shows up in the body. So our mind distorts the soul current, and then it shows up in the body. And also in the body, we learn about our habits of reaction that are below cognition, that are interfering with our relationships, with our leadership, the way we're relating to ourselves and each other. So I help people unpack the way that they're showing up in their body. And there's always a mental component with they're not independent of each other.
uh, I like the term that you just mentioned, that I help people feel comfortable showing up in their own body That is really impressive because this body has been given to us since our birth, but nobody has ever taught us how to be comfortable with it or in it, basically.
In it.
So that is really very powerful.
Hmm. Thank
And
you.
you created Polarity System Design. Can
Well,
you
I actually am calling it the great reconnection. It comes from polarity therapy or from the concept that all energy moves between poles. So I believe as human beings, we're designed to remember the truth of who we are. So while we're contributing in the world and having impact, we have a deeper design. And that deeper design is that we're designed to remember that we're a soul. We're a soul consciousness, and we have I believe human beings are the only form in creation that can know ourselves as souls consciously. We have the power to tune in to that source of energy that's inside of us, that's giving us the gift of life, and that's our soul current. So I call it the great reconnection of returning the mind. If you think about it, our soul is sending energy through our body to return to itself, but the mind disrupts it. The mind, drives the ego, it drives greed, it drives attachments to outcomes, trying to prove, trying to find value from the world, and our true value comes in resonance with our own soul that's already inside of us, giving us the gift of life. So, what I like to think about is how can we take our attention and tune it into that current of energy that's pulsing through our cerebral spinal fluid and not let the mind rule us, but let the mind become our ally and our friend. So we can pause and say, huh, what would my soul want me to do here? Not what do I want to do here, but what would my soul want me to do here? Or how can I reconnect to the power of life energy that's been bestowed upon me by the source of life from all of creation? It's already inside of me, right? So
and what's the fastest entry point that somebody can start that they
I
can start?
I would say the fat, and I just did this with a team of people in Canada yesterday. The most direct way to do it is to cross your ankles and your wrists. Do it with me now. Just cross your ankles and your wrists. Are you doing that? Do it. So cross your ankles and your wrists. Take a deep breath in and close your eyes and exhale. Close your eyes and exhale slowly. And as you're doing it, just say, my soul is sending energy through my body
My soul is energizing through my body,
to remember the truth of who I am
the truth of who I am
as a radiant soul.
as a radiant soul,
And my soul is pulsing energy
and my soul is pulsing energy
through my cerebral spinal fluid,
through my cerebral spinal fluid.
which is right at the center of your being. So just imagine, Yusuf, that you're sitting against your own spine for a moment here. And the radiance of your own soul is bathing you. So just pause for a moment. Your mind can have a million thoughts, who cares? But right now, you're attending to this self renewing energy that is giving you the very gift of life. You cannot breathe without this current of energy. As soon as your soul leaves your body, we call it death. So, through stillness and inner attentiveness, we can have access to that resting state.
Yeah,
Can you feel a difference?
yeah, I can totally feel a difference.
What's
Yeah,
the difference?
I am more calmer.
Yeah.
My breaths are, I would say, more deeper, more meaningful, and I feel a bit lighter, I would say, if that's the right word.
And do you feel more present?
Yeah, that is the word I was looking for. I feel more present.
And why would we not want to be more present and know our own life within? We're so busy with outer, 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 but our life energy is inside of us. And it's the energy we go with. It's the energy we come with when we're born, and it's the energy we go with when we die. Why not know it now?
True. Wow.
Why not rest in this peaceful state while we're busy? I mean, I want to feel peaceful and I want to feel like I'm resting and I want to feel vibrant, and I'm busy, but I do it from a deep well of life within me.
Mm. Oh. The fact that I was so in rush to get to this podcast and get it done and everything, the pressure that a podcast host has. And as soon as I was in that state, that meditative state, I feel very calm. I can hear to your words more clearly, and I have to reduce the sound of my device as well. So, I can hear you more clearly. And these are the effects that I could see in less than a minute.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's so direct. Like I said, I did it with a team of people in Canada yesterday, and within 2 minutes, it was a total shift.
Yeah,
So it works.
it really does. So then, are there any ways that the listeners can connect with you?
Absolutely. Well, through Unifying Solutions, which is my business and my website, you can access the book portal and it has meditations in it. It has teaching videos. It has a wisdom deck. I'll show it to you. It's cards that help you on a daily basis tune into the deeper than that that's inside of you. I could pull a card for today and we could see what it says.
Let's go.
You wanna do that? Let's just see. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm gonna show it to you.
Uh, y-
And it said
ache, yeah,
oh, you can read it. Let me feel it.
your ache of longing to return and remember your deepest self is your greatest gift. Wow.
And then I'll read the back of it to you, okay?
Okay.
Um, hold on. You are being invited to befriend your inherent longing, designed as a sacred guide to your radiant soul. Longing is your mechanism of yearning to remember your deepest self, who you truly are. The ache is meant to remind you that the material world is not your true home. Belonging with your soul is your true home. Cultivate the hunger of your longing to seek the treasure house awaiting you inside. Remember and return over and over again. So, the other ways people can get a hold of me, I'd say if you go to my website, you can do a complimentary coaching session. If you go into the book portal, you'll have access. We did a documentary. There's all kinds of things in there for you to access. And also on December 21st, I'm doing a free virtual collective power practice to bring us into collective unity. And and then I have a program in January. It's a 5-part series, The Foundation for the Great Reconnection. And then I also have a leadership signature program for leaders. So I got lots of things happening.
I'm sure our listeners will connect with you and will be certainly putting all these links in the description. So please check it out. And Suzanne, do you have any last message that you want to leave us with?
I would say the pressures of our time and the speed of wanting results and immediacy is so out of sync with our true nature. And that we have time, like we don't know honestly when we're going to die, but we do have time to mature and to grow and to become, and that our true value comes from inside of us, not by what we produce in the world. And if you're looking for the world to give you validation for who you are, that could change on a dime. But if you connect to your value inside of you, then you're contributing from a place and a sense of wholeness inside of you already without needing the world to prove to you you're okay. So I really want listeners to remember that we have a deeper design inside of us as human beings. And that is while we're doing meaningful work in the world, we also get to remember the truth of who we are as a soul consciousness. And we get to rest in stillness and vibrancy and purpose while we're doing it. And we're much happier that way. That's what I believe.
Wow. What I am taking from this conversation is that self renewing energy is not hype, it's a capacity.
Yeah.
And capacity is not just personal, it's relational and systematic.
Yes.
If you are constantly depleted, it's not always a mindset issue. It must be a design issue in your habits, your boundaries, or your workplace. Suzanne, thank you for bringing both depth and practicality to this show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. And to all our listeners, if you found value today, please like, subscribe, and leave us a review. It helps us grow. Keep compounding your wealth and your health. I'm Yusuf. Until next time we meet, stay focused.